This video is sponsored by ITS, and at the minute, they're having their biggest sale ever.
I'm Dave.
I'm Stevie.
I'm Dad.
And I'm Son.
Welcome to another episode of DJ Projects, episode 25.
So before we get started on anything to do with this video, we just want to clarify the video title for this video. And it is about me and my dad hitting 30,000 subscribers.
It shouldn't happen to two everyday guys like me and Stevie. We're just massively over the moon, and just would like to say a massive thank you to all our loyal subscribers and all our new subscribers. Just thank you.
We're so grateful, honestly. It means so much. When me and my dad started YouTube, some of you all may know we did this just for a bit of fun and just to see where we're going to be in 5 years' time, what jobs we were doing when we look back in time. And to be where we are now, it's just mind-blowing. It honestly is so mind-blowing. We're so thankful. It really does mean a lot to us. And like my dad just said, we're just two Joe blogs of guys filming our day-to-day. Thank you so much for all of the support. It really does mean a lot.
Now back to the video.
This week at DJ Projects, there's a decking install. Five fencing jobs, lots of grabs, and plenty of work going off in the yard. This week's light goal, you know what? I'm going to leave it to you guys. So smash that like button and we'll see what we get.
Morning. It's Monday morning. And I'm on a fencing and decking job. Stevie's out quoting, and I'm just waiting for the lads. I've just done a quick ream measure. It's always nice to nip out and see the customer before we start. So I thought I'd come straight to site, come and see the customer, because all my tools are already in my van. And then I'll ring through to the lads what they actually need. So let's just show you the job. Just here is going to be some decking, 10 foot by 10 foot. Nice, easy, straightforward decking. That's what the customer wants. It goes in line with that, across there, and he wants a foot left down the side so he can get his lawnmower down. And that's basically it with the decking. That's a nice, easy one. As for the fencing, we're taking that hedge out all the way along, just past the garage. We can come off this post because someone's already set a post in, so we can come off that post. It's going to be 4 foot in total, which is the same height as this, because neighbours get on and they like to talk to each other. So the lads are going to bring the digger out. I'm going to rip this out with the digger, and then they can start fencing this up. While they're doing that, I'm going to crack on with the decking. So yeah, a nice one to start with on a Monday morning. So when the lads get here and we get unloaded, we'll put you on a time lapse. Might do a bit of raw footage because you guys like that, and show you how we're going to tackle this one.
As mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by ITS. So do yourself a favour, head over to the website and grab yourself a bargain. It's not a small sale either, with 480 plus deals. So I'm just scrolling through ITS now. I'm hit straight away with this deal. Twin pack, DeWalt set, save £60. That's a bargain. For all our new subscribers, who are ITS, you may ask, they're an online tool store who will not be beaten on price by Toolstation or Screwfix. And don't take our word for it, head over to Trustpilot, because we've got over 20,000 5-star reviews. And if you order by 7 PM, you can get next day delivery. And ITS isn't for us traders, it's for you DIYers alike as well. I'd like to say a massive thank you to ITS for supporting the boys and girls at DJ Projects. So do yourself and us a favour by heading over to their massive sale and checking some of them deals out for yourself.
taken that out. Now you can see what I was on about. We're going to come off that post here, follow it down, but it's going to be the same height as the other side, so it's 4 foot overall. But we're just tidying up, and then we'll start the next process. So we'll catch up when we put that first bay in. So here we have it. I've cut all the pieces I need for the base, and it's 10 foot by 10 foot this one is, with enough room for the customer to get the lawnmower down the side and lawnmower that without tracking across this lovely resin. So I'll screw all this together and then we'll catch back up.
A quick interruption of my dad's clips. Just want to show you something. I'm on a quotation. Look at this amazing fencing next door. Oh, that is not too shabby indeed. Who did that one? It goes all the way down here. Not looking very bad. Panels to the collars of the posts. We like that. Now, if this isn't your first video you've ever watched, we did that one and we filmed a full YouTube video for that full install. Neighbour likes what they see. Nah, they just want a gate installed just in a gap between two posts that are already there, so should be a nice easy one. Let's have a look at it. So this is the gap here. Customer basically wants that gate there. So all I've come today to do is make sure that these posts feel nice and strong. And you know what? I think they do. So I'm going to take the measurement, overall measurement. I've brought a level just to make sure that the posts are nice and plumb. I didn't say level because someone will get mad in the comments. So they're nice and plumb. I'm going to take the height measurement, make sure that the ground is relatively even, so when the gate opens it doesn't catch the floor, which it looks like it is. But yeah, I'll do that and we'll shoot back to my dad. I've joined my dad, Blake and Taff. The hedge that you saw them rip out earlier, I'm about to start getting this on Big Red right now, and then I'll jump in there, show you a bit more progress, and I'll jump on with my dad. It's never fun when your phone decides to stop time-lapsing. Well, it's all gone. It's on the back now. I've separated the privet hedge from the little bit of privet hedge with the chain link in, because we can't take that to the same place. So now it just needs a sweep up and a brush. I'll show you the progress that they've made up there. So there's Blake and Taff. This is the progress they've made. Installing some nice 4 foot total fencing, smooth gravel boards, 3 foot panels. Like my dad mentioned earlier, they was able to come off that existing post. And they're returning all the way down just past the garage. I believe the reason they're doing this is because both neighbours are fed up of cutting the hedge. So they've got rid of the hedge completely and gone for a nice fence to match the same height as that one. So they're just going to continue all the way down there. Strange how this one's a little bit taller, but that was how he's asked for it, so that's how he's getting it. I do believe this guy has watched us on YouTube before. I believe that's how the job has came in, because we've travelled a little bit far out for this, not too far, just Mansfield. So around about half an hour, 35 minutes drive. That's how long it took me in the grab anyway. But as you can see, Taff and Blake are doing a very good job of this fencing. As always, working away pretty much to that little spike right there where their string line's gone to. Very nice. Dad's making a bit of progress with the decking as well. I think what I'll do, because you like the raw clips from last time, I'll set you up for a couple raw clips for these lads doing that fencing, seeing as you liked it so much.
You know when you're doing it, you just take a little breath out again and I'll cut it at 73 again. want to put them everywhere much? I need to just dig some of that side out. Yeah. What are you doing? Digging to Canada? Yeah. Bang on the line now. Well, I don't know. I'm not really bothered about falling, but I'd rather be on the plane first time possible. So the extra can go wrong, isn't it?
Don't be afraid of falling, 'cause you know we gon' fly. 'Cause we be on a top road.
Hope you enjoyed that little install of fencing and decking.
That's another day done at D&J, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Oh, that sun's bright. We're in the grab. I've just done bulb replacement. That's why we fill a defect booking every single day. So Stevie been on it, come back, says a bulb out. So I've got straight on it, gone down, round, done my vehicle checks. Yeah, the bulb's out. Changed the bulb, checked all the rest, cleaned the back lights, and had another walk around. Everything's fine, so we're ready to go. First job, 3 ton of sharp sand and a grab away. We'll see you on site. So that's all on the back now. We're going to take a bag of roadstone which we picked up from this job back to the yard, and then we're off to the tip. So we've done all our tips, now we're back, we're fully loaded with bags and tickets. Just got to get the cement on and put it in the allocated bags, and then we'll be on our way. So what we've got 2 topsoil, one's under there, builder's sand, cement, roadstone, sharp sand, builder's sand, and more building sand, and lots of cement. Now roll those up, let's get delivered. That's 2 bags of our lovely screen topsoil. Now on to the next. That's 5 bags all dropped off. Now on to the next one. Last 2 bags. Going down there and picking them 4 bags of hardcore up. last load of the day on. Let's just get it tipped and get back to that yard. And that's it, last one of the day. Now that's tipped off, let's go and see what Stevie's doing.
So we're on a fencing job. It's me and Blake today. Big J and Taff are out doing a few deliveries, and I'm not sure what they're doing after. But me and Blake are on fencing. So this is the before. There'll be driveway gates going across here. Roughly around there, a post will be. So it misses that drain, and it misses that extractor fan point right there. So that'll be driveway gates, and then we'll be fencing all the way down to the edge of that garage. Now, I do not want to hear anything in the comments when you see this fencing facing next door and the gravel boards possibly maybe facing next door as well. I'm going to ask the customer on the gravel boards again, like I did last time, but if she tells me she's not bothered or, yeah, face them against the wall, I guess that's what I'll do. I know it was a hot topic in the last video, but I'm only doing what the customer asks. I can advise, which we always do, but if they tell me they want it a certain way, I'm going to give it them that certain way. So this is the first part of the job. Second part of the job, just a bit more fencing. Quite easy as well. We're just installing a fence from that corner right there, all the way down to that corner right there, going in front of that rockery wall. It's going to be 6 foot tall, and I think we'll be using 6 foot panels. There may be a small offcut somewhere, either that side or that side. Probably going to be that side. I'm not too sure if the customer wants that old fencing down either. I will ask the question and see what she says. She might do, she might not. I'm not sure if it's next doors. But 6 foot fencing should be roughly around about the same height anyway, so you're not going to see it, I believe. So this is the jobs for today. We'll do some time lapses, we'll do some raw clips, and we'll use these magic fingers sometimes on this job as well. But first, we've got to cut the channel because we're working on concrete. So once we've cut that channel, we'll start setting you up for a time lapse and we'll start getting some posts in. So me and Blake have been busy. We've got the first bay fully installed. We decided just to crack on with this one, and now we'll start filming. Get ahead of the game, say. So there is our first bay fully installed. Now you may be wondering, you said there's a possibility that the good side will be facing next door. Well, the customer came out before we'd even done anything and changed her mind. She decided to have everything facing her. She is paying for it. And this is being installed as a deterrent to stop people stealing. She wanted it to face this way because if anyone's going to climb over, because it's quite low there anyway for them, if they're going to climb over from there, it's going to be harder to climb over the fencing. That's the theory for this customer, so that's exactly what we're doing. This next bay works out. A 7 foot wide bay will work perfectly for us here. If we do 6 foot, we'll be in line with this drain. You might think that there'll be no pipe over there for this drain. You're probably right. But they're going to be driveway gates here, remember? And I need to put a drop bolt right here. And I can't do that. So we've gone 7, just there. Which means, in turn, we will miss this. And that's what we're after, remember. We're working against that and that, aiming for the middle somewhere, going just there. So what I'll do, I'll set you up for a nice time lapse and we'll start digging that hole.
Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid.
So I've got my nice big hole ready. Plenty deep enough, maybe a little too deep. I'll find out once we get the posts in. I've done that so wide because I'm having a concrete post here and I'm having a timber post right next to it. I can't put the concrete post there and then the timber post there because I've got to get hinges on the back of these timber posts. If I've got a concrete post, let me just show you, for example, using my hand. If I'm a timber post and I'm there, I can't get the hinge on the back of the timber post. The concrete post is in the way. So I'm going to have one concrete there, one timber there, and still a nice big opening. A car's never coming down here, by the way. It's just for security. So I'll put that out there. Look how big that pile is as well. Crazy. This job is literally less than 2 minutes from our yard. So I've just asked Blake to go back and get a 7-foot panel that Jamie's made. So he'll be back here in literally a couple minutes. And then I'll set you back up for a time lapse. We'll get this gravel board in, get the panel in, and start messing around with them posts.
Falling, falling, 'cause you know we gon' fly. 'Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, falling, 'cause you know we gon' fly.
So there we have those 2 bays and the posts in, setting away. Everything's all level and plumb. That's what we're after, the most important level. I say most important, of course, they're all important, but the most important for gates is this opening, because that's where the gate is going to be going across, remember? So it really helps if that's level across. So now it's about getting the wall plate. So we need to find out directly where it is square, hopefully just behind that little fan hole right there. And we need to get our wall plate on there. So we've gone up to the garage like asked. 6, 6. This one's going to be a 6 and a small little bay there. It's bigger than a 7-foot bay. That would be an 8-foot bay. So we're going to go 6 and then just have a small bay. And 9 times out of 10 all fences have a small bay. Just like that there. So it's going to be pretty much the same. So 6, 2 foot. And we'll do this one with a few raw clips.
These come, no, level.
If it'll go, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more. So we're breathing down, yeah, cool. Yeah?
Yep.
While you're there, are you just going to dig the other roll as well, right?
Yeah,
Next to it?
up to very
Yeah.
up to the end.
Let me get the bar just in case. I mean, the.
Just like a bit of concrete like that. maybe a little bit on the bottom. Yeah. Warm, isn't it? So this is the fencing so far. Just got that small bay that we mentioned. We'll crack on with that. We'll get the gates delivered and we'll start installing them. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've saw so far. If so, smash that like button. Me and Blake are back here. Just about to start installing these gates. And as you can see, like we mentioned, we're just running it over with a little bit of concrete right now, tidying everything up. So what I'll do, I'll set you up for a time lapse and we'll get cracking.
Stand in the open, knowing it will all make sense. One day, I'm looking for answers, slipping through the ocean sand. Wish you can take me back. You're standing there with arms wide open, where it all began.
And there we have some very nice driveway gates. What do you think to them ones? We did bow top driveway gates last week, and now we've done standard feather edge straight top gates this week. Do you like them? I'll just show you the back. And this is the gate from the back. I'm quite happy with them myself. I think it ties in well with the fencing. Very nice, not too shabby. And that is it on the wide angle. Let's not forget that we was busy around here earlier as well. Onto the wide angle, not too shabby indeed. Very nice. That small panel doesn't even look out of place to me either. Matches this one right here. And you can't see that fencing behind. The customer decided to keep that old fencing up, sort of as an extra barrier against the wind. It wasn't the strongest, but it's something, right? Hope you like this one. That may be it from me and Blake today. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you saw. Again, smash that like button, it really helps out the channel. And I'll catch you back at the yard. So we're both back at the yard. As you can see by the sweat patches on my dad's t-shirt, it's been a hard day for us all. We'll see you tomorrow.
No sweat patches on him.
Mine are dried up.
Morning, it's Wednesday morning. I'm in the grab. First job, taco, vehicle defect book, petrol station.
That's fuel stop done. Got half tank now. And that's what it cost.
So what we've got today, we've got a grab in Beeston, and then we're going back to the yard. Well, once we've unloaded that at the tip, we're going back to the yard. We're going to pick one bag of roadstone up, one bag of our screened soil, and I believe there's a grab there to do as well. So let's get to it and start our day.
So there it is. Got to find out who owns that van, get that shifted.
That's all on the back.
we've got to make a sharp exit because we've got to shift because one of the builders wants to get out. So we're going to top this up in the yard and then get it tipped so it's a nice clean load. So off to Oakfield it'll go. See you in the yard. That's all loaded up now. Let's go and get it tipped. So we tipped our load over there. We're just waiting for the topsoil now. So we've ordered 8 ton of topsoil. That'll be going on the back. So leave the grab up in the air. As soon as it's loaded, get it back to the yard, get it bagged up. So just heading off out now. Got topsoil on the back. Just for your new subscribers, you haven't seen me come through. What we have to do, we have to drive through the wheel wash to keep the environmental off the back. And we don't track soil and debris up the road and make it hazardous. There we are, through the wheel wash. Nice clean wheels and off we go. So we've got a bag of roadstone loaded up and we've got a bag of soil loaded up, our own green soil loaded up, and we're off to NG17. Soil and gravel grab over a laurel hedge. So this is going to be a bit exciting, won't it? Next time you see me, we'll be on site. This is what we're grabbing, and we've just dropped off the roadstone and the soil. So we'll stick here while I do some grabbing. So there we have half keep on, a nice full load on the back. So let's get this tipped. I'm back at the yard, old sweater. I'm going to go do some paperwork. So let's go and see what Stevie's doing.
Good afternoon. Me and Blake are on a fencing job. Shouldn't be too hard, this one. I'll just show you what we're dealing with. The fencing's pretty much falling down as it is. So this is what the fencing is looking like right now. It's all ready to go. You can see by the angle of this panel, it's pretty much falling out. And we're just going down to here. That post is staying in. We're just going to put a new post in here. And we're going to replace this. I'll just show you from the other side. So this is what it's looking like from the other side. It's not going to be a crazy transformation, this one. We're just going to get it nice and safe for this customer. There'll be a new gate, a couple new panels. Should look very nice. Very nice indeed, I believe. I've not filmed too much of this one because one, I've not got the tripod, and two, there's not much room to film. You'll not be able to see anything from this side because of the shrubs, and on the opposite side there's not much room. So first things first, let's get all this done. As you can see, that's not took much. First thing we're going to do is get these two gate posts, get a timber post in there, get a timber and a concrete post in there. So let's crack on with that. So we've got two timber posts, a concrete post ready to return our first bay. So let's get that one in as well. And this one is pretty much complete. Just got a gate and a timber panel to go in there. I'll just show you from the other side. So that's what it's looking like so far. Nice bit of fencing right there. Nice big gate going here for access. Lovely timber panel going here. Sorry for the angles again as well. It's really hard to show you. I'll just show you from down here. That's why I've not filmed too much either for this one, because it's been so awkward and so tight. I'm on the wide angle camera here. If I'm on normal, that's what it feels like walking down the alleyway. Very tight. As you can see, not too shabby. When me and Blake come back here to hang this gate, we'll catch back up. And we're back. Just realised that Wednesday's video has just gone live. Thank you so much if you watched that video already. If not, go give that a watch and give that a like. And while you're at it, why not like this one? But we're back. We're back to put this gate on right here. So first things first, you've got to get the hinges on. And the hinges are going there, there, and there. And there's the hinges. And there's it hanging. Blake will just show you it opening now. Very nice indeed. Not too shabby that. What we're going to do now, not drop your phone. Right, don't drop your phone. We're going to put the lock bolt on now. Lock that in so it stops moving, and then we're going to do the soffit latch. Once the gate is fully installed and that panel's in, we'll show you what it's looking like. And there she is. Sitting pretty, eh? What do you think to this job? Can't see much from this side, can you? Let me just show you the other side. Here's the two panels on the gate. Sitting very nice. Nice quick install for a Wednesday. That's enough from me and Blake today. We'll catch back up in the morning for a very nice fencing install using hit and miss panels. We'll see you in the morning.
Morning. It's Thursday morning and I'm in the grab. I'd like to say happy anniversary to my wife, 15 years married today. Well happy, love her to bits. So what's the job today? We've got all these bags loaded up, our screen topsoil, builder sand, a sharp sand, 2 different destinations, and then we've got to grab this afternoon. So Jordan's just loading that on. Now, while Jordan's out here, let's see if he's got a new IVs and some boots. Give him a new vest and some boots. My own boots, a little bit big, but my own boots, until he can get the time to nip off and get himself some boots.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. We appreciate it. Have a good day at work and after work. Thank you.
That's them all dropped. Today, if you could see, we're contending with the telegraph wires again. But we've got it done. 2 more bags to go to Arnold, and then we're back to the yard. That's them 2 bags dropped off. I just had a phone call to pick a couple of bags up of waste. We'll grab them on the way, and then it's off to... we'll do a soil grab, I believe. I had 2 waste bags, one with rubbish in, and builder sand left over, and the mixer stand. Going our scrap bin.
Back. It's Thursday. Me, Big J, and Blake are on a fencing job. This one's going to be very nice. It's going to be very nice indeed. I will just show you what is here already, and I'll explain what we're replacing this with. So this is what's here. Not a lot, right? Trellis over here, panels from next door, they're all staying. we're working with this wall. You see how they're bolted on to the wall? We're pretty much doing the same. All of that there is staying. We're starting from right there, using hit and miss style fencing and going all the way across there. We will try to make them nice and level across the top. If one has to drop, then unfortunately we have to drop. But I believe, looking at it at first glance, we should be okay. So as always, the first thing that we do, we get the old fencing down. There's not much to get down, so we'll get that and the rest of them down right now. Fencing's done. Didn't take long really. Hammer, steel saw and a bit of brute force. That's all down now. Wall feels nice and strong as well. That's always a bonus. I think what we're going to do, we're going to start with that one over there. We're going to get this first bay in and then we'll catch back up filming it and I'll tell you exactly how we've done it. I was getting ahead of ourselves. I forgot to get the camera out. But that is what it's going to be looking like all the way down there. We've attached that one on there and we're just propping it up now. We're just sorting out our timbers to go onto that wall. What do you think to that so far? Very nice, eh? Making sure everything is nice and level. Timbers are being screwed onto the wall, a little bit in the ground as well where possible. But that's how it's going to be returning down there. So what I'll do, I'll set you up for a time lapse for a bay or two and we'll get cracking.
Push me further, so I couldn't close inside. Oh, yes. No, 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 no. 10 feet over, say I'm always up too high. Wish you could take me back. You're standing there with arms wide open. Where it all began.
What are you thinking to that? I like these. Very nice. Mentioned it before, but when me and Charlie move house, we will be having these panels. Very nice indeed. Let's get the next one in, right there. And there's that one in, fully installed. Very nice. It's just this bay now. We're thinking it's going to look better. It's just under 7 foot. It's probably going to look better if we get this panel made to a custom at 6 foot 10 inches rather than a 6 foot and a tiny little panel there. I think that'll look a bit daft. So I believe we'll do this one to a custom. So we'll get the other timber attached to those walls there and then we'll get this bay in then. So we'll catch up after that. So here we have it. Looking very nice so far. We've got that timber on the wall. Everything's lovely and secure. I've just rang through to Jamie. He's going to make me a panel at 82.5 inches. So that's a couple inches short of 7 foot. But it would look so much better having, say, a 7 foot bay there, for example, rather than a 6 foot bay and a tiny 1 foot bay. I just feel like it would look better to have the 7 foot. So that's what I'd rather do. But that's it so far. Nice and level. And there's that gap. But what we'll do, we'll have 10 minutes break now and then we'll crack on down that side. So there we have 2 bays across the back. And how many of you were looking at that second panel and thinking, that's sloping downhill? I can assure you, it's not. She's level. But the fencing behind and the brick wall are not too level. So it's giving the illusion that that panel is not level. But we're definitely working to their level. Blake's just gone to get the 7-foot panel. I say 7 foot, it's just under. Me and Big J are going to crack on with that next one. So let's get that one in, eh? Change of plan. So, spoke to the customer. We're just going to go up to the side of the shed. Because no one's fitting down there, right? We're going to go to the side of the shed. But what we're thinking of doing, rather than using that 6-foot panel, which that one's not level, that one definitely is. Not using that, I'm going to put a timber on there. Me and the lads are going to put timbers there, and that should look very nice. So once we've got that timber on the wall and we've got that panel, we'll catch back up and we'll show you what this job's looking like, nice and finished. Arrived, so we'll get this panel in as well. So then, me and Blake have just come back to put this panel on. We'll do this one raw. Should look very nice.
Yep, good lad. 2 sets. Obviously I've got to go for a little.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll hold the middle now, it's in position, yeah?
Yeah.
You just say, up or down.
Into me, please.
You got that, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
You got screws? If not, I've got something.
Yeah, I've got them in the pocket. Yeah, I've got 4 issues. Oh, I'll get one more because it's something that's fine.
Yeah, I just should be. So this one's done now. Not bad for a day's graft. Looking very nice indeed. I will just show you what this was looking like before. As you can see, the trellis was all falling down. It was ready for a replacement. And this is what it's looking like right now. Quite the transformation, eh? So what do you think to that transformation? Me, Big J and Blake have done a great job on that, I think. Looking very, very nice. That's enough for me today. I'll catch you back up in the morning and we're on fencing again. Good morning. It's Friday morning and we're on another fencing stall. This one's going to be bow top fencing. It's going to be 6 foot total to the shoulder. It's going to look very nice. All of this fencing here, that's coming out and we're going in front of that fencing. Pretty much from that post right there, returning all the way down. But this is it right now. As always, first thing is first. Let's get all of this down, out of the way, so we can set our string line and see where we're going. And it's all out of the way. It's all sitting there right now. Taff and Big J are going to come and get all of this concrete, take that to the tip, and then they'll come back and get these panels. And then I believe Taff's doing a wood run. Big J's going to join us for this fence. As you can see, the gravel boards before were on bricks. We're going to level this one off to the ground of nice, natural, gradual steps. Should look very nice. What we'll do, we'll get this first bay in and then we'll start cracking on and show you how we're going to do it. As you can see, we've got 2 bays in, looking very nice. I believe this next bay may have to step a little, just so the gravel board's not floating. But looking very nice. What I'll do, I'll set you up for a time lapse and I'll show you a few more bays.
Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Feel with the emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet spice. Made a love potion for you. Little sweet spice. Made a love potion for you. This is the moment, no turning back. One drop on your lips and the spell will take effect. Under the moonlight, stay close to my side. We're burning so bright. Oh, oh, oh.
Not too shabby, eh? Just marked another 6 foot out. Dare say there's going to be concrete because we're hitting concrete in the floor every single time now. We took all of the old posts out, but I don't know if you remember, there was a small panel somewhere around here. We believe they've put that small panel in to miss the old concrete of the old fencing when that was last replaced. So we're having a bit of a battle now with the concrete. We've set the breaker up. We're just getting rid of that concrete. We've got another full one there and possibly a 7 foot one there. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we shall find out once we've got this one in and not the 6 foot spirit level in. It may just be 6 foot because we're sort of roughly going in line with that post there in a straight line somewhere here. And that post has got to stay from the old fencing because it's returning next door's fence there, look. And like I say, we're going somewhere roughly there. Customers asked us to put these gravel boards here from his old fence because as you can see there was a gap. So he's just covering that gap from next door's and the new fence is going to do it anyway. But yeah, it's coming along very nice. Once this next bay's in, we'll show you. And there we have another one. Not too shabby indeed, I believe. I'm going to put a custom panel in there. Rather than a 6 foot, finish round about there and have a tiny small one, I'm going to put a custom one in. So how we do that? Dig that hole. Get that to the right depth. Drop a post in there. That's going to be a corner post. Make sure it's roughly the same height as that. As bang on as you can get that. Take the measurement. And then we'll call Jamie and we'll get him to make a bow top to that size. And then we'll be returning all the way down there. It might be a little bit trickier when we get to this route here, but I believe we'll get it out of the way. Like I said earlier, I was sort of going in line with that post there. That's what the customers asked us to do, so that's what we shall do. But it should look very nice, this one. So we'll get this post in. I'll not show you that because it'll be a little bit boring. And then we'll continue with a time lapse, maybe a couple raw clips. We've got 2 bays in across the back. We've got that one ready for its 7 foot bay. Take the measurement for that and send that to Jamie now. Just a couple more there. We're going to go 6 foot there. Probably going to be on that one for a little while because we've got to deal with that route right there. And I believe that one will be just over 6, almost 7. So it's coming So this is the fencing so far. I was going to do a time lapse, but I just didn't get to it. But that's what it's looking like so far. That's a custom bay, just waiting for Blake to get back now. Same as that one. It's 4:45 now. Looks like we're going to be here a little bit later than expected, but we'll get this job finished today by staying a tiny bit later. Not looking too shabby here though. Not bad at all. Good day's graft. That's another fencing install complete for me and the lads. Looking not too shabby, if I do say so myself. I'll just remind you what this one was looking like before. As you can see, not in the worst state, but the customer wanted a little revival of the garden just before he starts the landscaping, and this is what it's looking like now. Not too shabby, eh? Not too shabby indeed. Very, very nice. I'm sure this one deserves a like on the video, right? Like I said, so that's it. It's Friday. We're on about 5:30, 20 to 6 right now. Those lads are going to get back, empty them tools. I'm sure we'll film one last clip for the week. So I'm back at the yard. Hope you've enjoyed that fencing install today. That's been 5 fencing installs this week alone. There's been a decking install. There's been absolutely hundreds of grabs. And all of the lads in the back have been making the concrete as usual. It's been a busy week, a very busy week, a tiring week.
And it's not over for me yet, because I'm in tomorrow.
I'm having a day off. I don't want to see it in the comments. I'm not in on Saturday, but my dad is.
A massive thank you, because we hit 30,000 subscribers this week. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, it means so much. Onwards and upwards. Sky's the limit, right?
Having that said, it's another week done at D&J. We'll see you in the next one.
See you later.